The name Africa was never ours. It was handed to us by outsiders. The land had names before Rome ever drew a map.
They named the land, they named the people,
Built the story,
locked us in,
called it Africa, wrote it in their books, but the original name was never theirs to give.
They lied to you
This land had a name
before the Romans.
before the shame.
Alkebulan was what our elders called it, the mother of mankind.
And they buried it. The earliest recorded name for this continent was Alkebulan, used by the Moors, the Ethiopians, and indigenous scholars before Roman contact. It translates directly as mother of mankind, the Garden of Eden. This was not mythology. This was documented geographic language. The name Africa is traced to the Roman general Scipio Africanus. After Rome defeated Carthage in the Second Punic War in 146 BC, Rome renamed the conquered northern territory Africa Vetus, meaning Old Africa. That was a military and administrative label, not a cultural or indigenous one. The Kemetic civilization in the northeast called this landmass Tamari and Ta-Nehisi. Tamari meant the beloved land,
Ta-Nehisi
meant land of the bow. These were functioning state names used in governance and recorded in hieroglyphics. No Roman cartographer invented those. Our ancestors documented them first. The Berber and Amazigh peoples used the term Afri for tribes near Carthage. Roman administrators expanded that tribal label into a continental designation. One tribe's name was stretched across 50 million square kilometers of land. And that distortion became the official identity of an entire civilization.
They named the land, they named the people,
Built the story,
locked us in,
called it Africa, wrote it in their books, but the original name was never theirs to give.
They lied to you
This land had a name
before the Romans, before the shame. Alkebulan was what our elders called it, the mother of mankind, and they buried it.
Greek historian Herodotus, writing in 450 BC, referred to this continent as Libya. That name covered the entire landmass known today as Africa in Greek geographic texts. Before Herodotus, Egyptian records from 3100 BC documented the land under Kemetic names. The Roman renaming came centuries after civilizations here had already named everything. Arab geographers writing between 800 and 1200 AD used the term Ifriqiya. That term was limited strictly to the northern coastal region of modern Tunisia. It was never applied to sub-Saharan regions, the Congo Basin, or the Great Lakes. Western map makers later collapsed all geographic distinctions into one Roman source label. The continent holds the oldest confirmed human remains on the planet. Homo sapiens fossils found in Morocco date to 315,000 years before the present. The Homo remains in Ethiopia date to 19,500 years of confirmed human presence. No continent was renamed more thoroughly than the one where humanity originated.
Alkebulan
Was erased not by accident,
but by the mechanics of colonial cartography.
European map makers from the 15th century
Forward standardized Roman and Greek labels.
indigenous continental names were excluded from every official map published in Europe. The land that birthed civilization was the last land permitted to name itself.
Alkebulan, that is the name. Alkebulan, before the colonial frame. Alkebulan, written by our own hand. Alkebulan,
This is our land.
yeah.
The name Africa belongs to Rome. The land belongs to us. And the original name was never lost. It was hidden. Now you know.
control.
Alkebulan existed before their ink dried,
And it will exist long after their records are gone.
Say the name.
Alkebulan.
Say it again.
Alkebulan.
Alkebulan.
Pass it forward.
Pass it forward.
This is not opinion. This is recorded history. Names were given, borders were drawn, and identities were altered. What you were taught was incomplete. Now listen carefully to what was left out. The name Africa has contested origins traced to Roman and Greek references, including Afri, a people near Carthage, and possibly the Latin Africa, meaning sunny. It was not a unified indigenous name for the entire landmass.
Before foreign mapping, the land held thousands of names, nations, and identities. There was no single word that defined all peoples. The label was applied from outside, then standardized through conquest, trade, and colonization.
Ancient civilizations across the continent identified themselves by ethnic, linguistic, and territorial names. Kemet referred to the Nile Valley civilization known today as ancient Egypt. Ethiopia referred broadly to land south of Egypt. In Greek text, Nubia, Kush, Axum, Mali, Songhai, and Great Zimbabwe were distinct political entities with no shared continental label. The term Africa was used by the Romans after the defeat of Carthage in the Punic Wars around 1406 BCE. They established the province Africa Proconsularis in what is now Tunisia. Over centuries, European cartographers expanded the term to describe the entire continent. During the Islamic Golden Age, scholars such as Al-Idrisi mapped regions with detailed local names, recognizing diversity rather than a singular identity. Trade networks across the Sahara and Indian Ocean connected societies without imposing a continental name. In the 15th century, Portuguese explorers began charting the Pashtun and southern coast. They used existing Greco-Roman terminology and gradually applied Africa more broadly in European maps. This coincided with the beginning of transatlantic slave trade routes. Languages across the land:
Yoruba, Amharic, Swahili, Hausa, Zulu, and thousands more.
never shared a single indigenous word for the entire continent before external classification.
What you call Africa today is a geographic concept shaped by outsiders.
The people existed
Long before the label, the name did not create the civilizations. The civilizations existed independently of the name.
The Berlin Conference of 1884, 1885 formalized European claims over territories, dividing the continent into colonies without regard for ethnic or cultural boundaries. This accelerated the use of Africa as a single entity in global discourse, even as internal diversity remained vast. Colonial administrations enforced European languages such as English, French, and Portuguese, further embedding external terminology. Educational systems taught the name Africa as fixed and natural. Despite its historical evolution, post-independence movements in the 20th century retained the continental name while reclaiming political autonomy.
Organizations such as the Organization of African Unity, later the African Union, adopted the term for unity in diplomacy.
Not because it originated from a
Single ancestral source.
Scholars continue to debate alternative historical names. Some propose,
Alkebulan,
often translated as mother of mankind.
though evidence of its widespread historical usage remains disputed among historians.
What remains factual
is that the continent has always been a mosaic of identities, not a monolith defined by one original name.
The land existed before the labor. The people existed before the map. Identity was local, not imposed. History was lived, not simplified.
Understanding this does not erase the present name. It clarifies its origin. It separates indigenous identity from external classification. It restores context to what was taught without explanation. This is not about rejecting a name. It is about knowing where it came from.
Knowledge restores perspective.
History remains
Documented for those willing to examine it.
Now you know the record. The name was assigned.
The identities were already there.